Hal Carter joined in 1958, straight out of his Ph.D. program at Iowa State. He served as chair twice, 1970-1976 and 1987-1989. He was the first director of the UC Agricultural Issues Center, serving for the first 11 formative years.
You ultimately come to Davis.
Voorhees Hall was completed, and we moved in there at that time.
Voorhees, former professor of Ag Econ, Ed Voorhees.
Yeah, a very, very, very good friend, Ed Voorhees, and he would take us around campus. He really was sort of my mentor here. Early times, I think he mentored most of the assistant professors as they came in and sort of introduced them to the campus and other faculty, and we'd go to the faculty club and have coffee, and that time the faculty club was over in the Union, just as an faculty was smaller, and I got to know, many of the people.
It turns out that was important to your professional career in those early days. Why don't you describe what some of the early work was, and your colleague was another Iowa Stater on much of that work.
Yes, we, well, as I said, the campus, or the department was growing. We had about 12 people in the department at that time when I arrived, and about half of them were assistant professors, and so we were all trying to get our, the assistant professors were particularly trying to get a research program underway. Jim Kendrick, who was the vice president for agriculture, appointed a group to explore the whole world food situation, and interdisciplinary group. We had engineers, biologists, the whole agronomists and the like, and gave us essentially 6 months and said, find out everything we know about the world food situation and make recommendations on what needs to be done, how serious it is, what can agriculture feed this population. At that time they were talking about in 2000 that we'd have 6 or 7 billion people, and could agriculture and hashed that out and came out with what I think was quite a good report called The Hungry World, The Challenge to Agriculture. At that time there was a discussion about a regional policy center in California, and the Kellogg Foundation was interested in funding regional policy centers, they said. And if we would just come up with a proposal, that they thought the chances were pretty good that we could get funded for it. And so we had a pretty good committee. You were a member of it, as I recall, and Alex McCalla and some people at Berkeley, and developed a good proposal. But about the time we were ready to say, okay, here it is, we got word from Kellogg Foundation that they'd changed their mind, and they were only going to fund one, and it was going to be in Washington, D.C., but no real possibilities of funding. And again, Jim Kendrick sort of said, well, this looks like a pretty good plan that you've worked out here, and so maybe we can get funding from the state to carry this out. And also Willie Brown, who was a political force in Sacramento, was interested in having a policy center, and had indicated that we should pursue it, or that Kendrick should pursue it. And so this went on for a period of time of trying to get support for a policy center. It didn't work out exactly as what we envisioned. First of all, where we were, it started out thinking we needed about $1 million, and that got cut back very quickly. And they said, well, ask for $500,000, and when that got out of the legislature, that ended up to be about $250,000 that they finally funded it, which was a far cry from what we had set out in terms of the plan, as you recall. And so and then the decision was really Kendrick's decision of whether they would go ahead and have a center on such a meager amount of funding. And it was finally decided I think, probably some political pressures too of coming from Sacramento that we need to do something. And so Kendrick decided to go ahead with it, and really blue ribbon committee as a board for the advisory board for the issue center, and really top-notch people that were in key roles in agriculture, and they came on board even recognizing the difficulties and really worked hard to support the center and get us on our way. So that was a factor as well.
What was the nature of those programs? What resulted from them? How'd you get this thing to be a viable thing? As I recall, you got appointed for a 3-year appointment, and you sat there for 11 years doing this Carter.
I guess it just shows you people don't read their appointment letters. That's true. I had a 3-year appointment that went on for 11 years. The main thing we were trying to do with this, again, was to make it an interdisciplinary center. It was not an ag-econ center, and that was made very clear. And I know I worked fairly closely with Lowell Lewis, who Jim Kendrick had delegated the center to, and it was under his command. And but we knew we had to make it interdisciplinary, and so we picked the topic very early that we felt that we could get the whole campus involved in, or many of the departments in the college, and that was chemicals in the human food chain. And so, in looking at all aspects of that. The other thing we did is we decided, we weren't going to just start a project and have it go on and on and on endlessly. And so we turned it around and said at the end of the year we're going to have a symposium on this particular topic. And now what do we need to do to prepare for that symposium at the end of the year? And so getting together people from the various departments, and we set out to go back and work on their own.
But we university-wide, wasn't it?
This was university-wide, but it was a good share of it was the Davis campus because we could coordinate that better. But we did have people involved from other campuses as well, from both Berkeley and Riverside, and so that kind of, and that the first one it came off, at least in my unbiased opinion, quite well, and I think we won the support on the basis of that first project. We got back the support from the ag industry that they were very reluctant to give us